Good morning everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good morning. It's Tuesday, the sun is shining, it looks like it's going to be a nice day, so we're just going to carry on as usual. As you know, I've tried to get help for my situation, just like a lot of other people, and I'm not getting any physical help. They're just talking to me over the phone, and this has been going on since COVID. So I need physical help. I need someone to come out and see my situation and help me. And I just get fobbed off with these, what I believe are bogus phone calls. I don't even think they're real workers. And this has been going on since I lived in Gloucestershire as well. Not being able to get a proper dentist, not being able to get a proper doctor, not being able to see anybody, just bogus. And the workmen that came out to my flat in Gloucestershire were aggressive and nasty, and they didn't do the work properly. They left it unfinished and dangerous, and I had a small child, so I had to threaten them with the police. On one occasion, like contractors supposedly from the housing came out because there was a leak. Downstairs had complained that there was water leaking from the ceiling into their downstairs flat. So I had to have some nasty looking men, and I was a woman on my own with a baby, come out to my flat. And basically my son was at the crawling stage. And this is how I deal with things, and I'll tell you of another incident as well. It's all bogus and fake. So basically they came out, they took the panel off my bath, and they left my bathroom in a state. And my child could have crawled into the bath and hurt himself, or worse. There was screws sticking out and everything. And they were going to leave my bathroom like that, with the panel off the bath, screws sticking out where my son could have tripped over and fallen on them and hurt himself. So I said to them, I said, are you going to leave my bathroom like that? Because I didn't even know if they were going to come back and finish it. I said, are you going to leave my bathroom like that? You can't leave my bathroom like that. Well, I'm afraid we are going to leave the bathroom like that. Well, I said, that's dangerous. That's absolutely dangerous. I said, if you don't put a panel on that bath, or a temporary panel on that bath, I am going to call the police, because that is not acceptable for me and my son to live in. He looked at me and I went, yeah, I'm not having that. He went downstairs to his boss, and his boss came upstairs, and they put a panel on the bath, just like that. So they can do it. They will fob you off and leave you in dangerous situations if you don't stick up for yourself. My child was there, my eldest child was there as well, and he was about 7 or 8, and he'd witnessed a housing worker swear at me. A housing worker swore at me because I'm on my own and have got no witnesses. She swore in front of my child, one of the housing workers up in Gloucestershire. So this has been going on for ages, talking to me like shit, leaving me in dangerous conditions, and I have to stand up for myself and threaten them with the police. Otherwise they just carry on doing it. So they put a panel back on my bath. Another situation, when I first got a council house with my ex-husband, I started decorating the garden with ornaments, right? They hadn't offered to double glaze the windows at that point. It was just single glazing. So I started decorating the garden. We got a bird bath, we got garden ornaments, like, you know, little ladybirds and garden ornaments. Suddenly, after I did all this, made all the garden nice, me and my husband both together, I'm divorced now, my ex-husband, they trod all over my ornaments and broke them. And they were just laughing in the garden. And I went, I've just bought that. I just bought those ornaments and they trod on them and broken them. And you can tell it was bogus, they were bogus workers, because I went outside to them, I said, you've broken my ornaments. I went, you've broken my ornaments, I've just bought those. Oh, that's £10 worth of ornaments you've just busted. Oh, no. I went, right, I'm gonna phone your boss. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna phone the council. Oh, don't do that, don't do that. Took a tenner out of his pocket and gave me a tenner. He didn't want me to ring the council, so he gave me a £10 out of his pocket. I didn't take it any further, no, because he'd compensated me for what he'd broken. But you can tell they're bogus, can't you? Because when you threaten to call the police or call the, you know, their boss, they fucking jump back and step back. So that's 2 incidences up in Gloucestershire. There's many more, and I believe it's just carried on from Gloucestershire to down here, where I can't get any help and support. Right? And I'm getting older now, and I don't want all this coming into my flat and finding floods of water on the floor, broken bits of stuff that a cat possibly couldn't have broken. When I asked victim support about safety issues, oh, we can't help with that, we can't do that. But when I originally phoned victim support, they said they could help liaise with the police. They could help with alarms in my flat. This woman says they can't. The woman I spoke to yesterday says they can't do anything. So what the fucking hell is going on? Just leaving me like this. So even if you are in a terrible state, right? And do you know what? Now I've got people signing up to my TikTok as RIP. Rest in fucking peace. R.I.P. Wheeler. Mixing me up with my father. Again, I'm not Derek. Peregrine Wheeler was something to do with the police force, and he was friends with my father Derek. Somebody, and it must be a member of the family. I had an Arnold van come down here yesterday, which is one of my family's name, Arnold. Right? Peregrine Wheeler was a member of the police force, and he was mates with my dad. And that's why we think the police let my dad off of everything. Okay? And also somebody else, he was friends with a Terry Davis, who was an ex-police officer as well. I am not Derek. So these idiots think I'm my dad, and they're signing up to my channel as Derek. Rest in pieces, Wheeler. Do I have to get the police involved again for my safety? Right. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Rocket Man Elton John. He's still standing. Better than he ever did.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:31 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Tuesday, the 25th of March.
Alexa, what is the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 5 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 15 degrees and a low of 5 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What's grey and wobbly? A jellyfant.
And Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 25th of March include Mikey Madison, Elton John, Jack Ruby, Aretha Franklin, and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Right guys, so we've got some nutcracker, some nutter, some mental health patient that is subscribing to my TikTok with my dad's name, my dead brother's name, rest in pieces Wheeler, R.I.P. means rest in pieces. They know what they're doing. It's a jealous individual and they're a nut and they need sectioning. They really do. They keep harassing me. Derek this, Derek that. I'm not Derek. I'm Derek's daughter and my dad is dead. What is wrong with you? And to bring up my dead brother's name, I mean, you're absolutely fucking crackers. You're cracked in the head, for fuck's sake. Right. All I can do is call the police. I've had somebody crunch a bottle in my face, open a can near my face, and fucking, I would just call the police. Last night, I went outside, yeah, in the dark on my own. And I have to take the torch out, and I've got an alarm on me, obviously. And I talked to that woman yesterday, and she was cooing over the phone and laughing and giggling. And I'm a woman. And this Eva, I'd asked to talk to a male worker, a male one. They said they didn't have any male workers, just women. Well, I find that hard to believe. What if a man has been abused by a woman and he doesn't want to speak to a woman? They've got no male workers, victim support, apparently. Because I know what happens, like you get a woman giggling and laughing and cooing, and I just need help. I don't want to speak to a woman, I want help. My mum is ringing the phone now. I'm going to ring her back. I'm going to ring her back after I've finished this video, but she's ringing me now as I'm speaking on this video. This needs to stop, right? It is affecting my mental health and my ability to do my daily activities. I have to be careful where I go because I'm followed by fucking crackheads and drunks. Drug addicts and fucking drunks. And dirty, sleazy men looking for sex. And I thinking they're homosexual. Anyway, forget that. So this Eva talked 45 minutes of not giving me any help and support at all, just making me feel even more distressed and angry, because she told me she couldn't help with the police. She couldn't really do anything at all. And when I talk about, like, I want to go out and join clubs because I feel isolated, oh, what about age concern? You know, you can go to an old people's group and talk there. My dad would have been nearly, well, 80 years old, giving me numbers for age concern. And like having little groups with elderly ladies and gentlemen. Told you she sounded like a member of my family. It did. Sounded like a member of my family speaking over the phone, and she kept giggling inappropriately as well at things that weren't funny. And then she went, oh, do you really want to speak to me again? Because she was being sarcastic and laughing while she was taking some notes down, like the fucking police. When I ring them up, what the fuck is going on here? My son wrote a serious letter to the council saying that I needed help and support, and I'm not getting any at all. No one's coming out to see my situation or listen to the noise that's going on. They're just leaving me like it, and we're going to have another weekend of the noise upstairs with those kids terrorising me with their fucking racket. when I go and look on the website about moving, they gave me a picture of a flat in All Hallows. I haven't got a car, I can't drive, so they're giving me properties out in the sticks where there's no shops and nothing. Do you think I want to be out in the sticks with a nutcracker after me? Out in the sticks with, you know, right away from everybody with nothing, in the rural parts of Medway, where you need a car to get into Chatham Town Centre. I don't think there's a train station at All Hallows. I think there's a bus service, because I remember going up on the bus to the caravan park. My dad owned 2 caravans, EV9 and Thameside 68 at All Hallows Caravan Park, and he couldn't keep up with the ground rent payments, so the caravans got repossessed by the caravan park, and they threw all our belongings on a bonfire and burnt them. Mine and my dad's property, they burnt it on a bonfire. So yeah, I went out last night, and you've got kids sitting in the playground area smoking weed, in the children's slide area underneath, smoking weed underneath it, and fucking getting high on drugs and getting rowdy. And when I was walking my dog back off the field, they were yelling. I was trying to do a video and talk over the video, narrate it, and they were yelling and shouting while I was trying to I'd actually finished narrating the video, but they were making noises as I was finishing off my video, and it stopped. They started to get rowdy and aggressive, and I just walked down the path and stayed clear of it. Yeah, you'll get, in the summer, you'll get kids sitting in this underneath the slide in the children's playground smoking drugs. I had it last year, the year before that, the year before that. I don't walk that way. You just get, they congregate near the children's playground and they smoke drugs. I don't go near there. They sit on benches and smoke. All they do is smoke grass. The police ain't going to come out for that. They don't give a shit about anything. So I hold my nose and I walk past it. So I get offered 3 properties out in the sticks. Not offered. They show me lovely places that I can't go to because I haven't got a car. I don't want to live in Luton Road, Chatham. There's been 2 or 3 murders. Someone died in their flat and was left there for like 4 months and rotted in their flat. There's been murders down the Luton Road, and I'm not living down a main road. And up and down the Luton Road there are crackheads and drunks. That's all Chatham is. It's full of drug addicts and drunks. I used to live there. Walk down the road, fucking weed in your face. They smoke weed in the shops, and they're off their head. No. So I came home last night, locked myself in the flat, listened to old films, played games on my phone. And I'm still chucking things out because I don't want to stay in this area. It's full of drug addicts and drunks and sex pests. And that's what my son wrote an email to the housing for. He wants to live near me, but he doesn't want to live down here because it's horrible. He doesn't want to live down here. I don't blame him. To me, in some areas, it's worse than London. But there's no police at all down here. You get car park attendants putting tickets on people's cars, and you see community service police officers going into the co-op and staring at you like you're a thief. But apart from that, there's no policing down here whatsoever. All I ever do is see the police going into the shops buying things and then smirking when they come out, because to me they're actors in a uniform. So there you go, I'm not getting any help at all. She's not doing anything. I mean, they like to see how depressed you are, so they can make it worse for you. So she was telling me, how do you feel? And I felt shitty. And then I get a fucking letter from Huddersfield with £300 debt, apparently, that's lies. That's a made up piece of bullshit. Someone's trying to take money off somebody on benefits. What a fucking asshole. What a thief and an asshole, trying to take money off someone that hasn't got any. Seriously. So guys, we know it's going to get worse. We know it's going to get worse. He's going to have his kids up at the weekend, dive bombing on my ceiling, and it's going to get worse. They ain't going to do anything at all. You try and contact Medway Council, they won't come out even to do an assessment. They won't even come out, because it's all bogus. It's bogus. You've got criminals controlling my life. Criminals, drug addicts, cons controlling my life. I swear. This all happened in Gloucestershire, and it's happening again. And now it's got to the point where they're subscribing to my channel as Rest in Pieces. You fucking bastards. Really? You Rest in Pieces who's doing this to me. Don't threaten me. I ain't fucking scared of you. I can fucking fight. I fought in Gloucestershire and I fucking won and got out of there. And I'll fucking fight this. See you later.